Okay, we look at Manchester City at home to Bolton Wanderers, 3 PM kickoff on Saturday afternoon in the Premier League. Talk about City to begin with. 2 points clear at the top going into this weekend, as they were going into last weekend, and they've got another chance to put some pressure on Manchester United, who aren't playing until Sunday. That's a tough game for United as well, because they're at Spurs. Routine victory last time out against Blackburn. They'll expect the same again, won't they, home to Bolton?
Yes, definitely. This is a game you'd earmark as if you're a title contender, you get the job done. You don't want necessarily anything glamorous, but they'll get the job done, as they've been doing in recent weeks. Their form's been pretty damn good recently, so they'll see this game and think, right, just get the points, get the job done and get away with it.
You mentioned their form recently. They've actually won all 5 games since the defeat to Everton, which was kind of a shock defeat, so that's credit to them, how they bounced back from that. And then in reference to their home form, we've gone on and on about how they've won every home game this season. In the Premier League anyway. They've actually only dropped Premier League points at home once since December 2010, so again that's a stat that backs up their fantastic form at home. And will they be champions? That's the question I want to ask though.
I mean, the thing is, whilst we've said City are doing the job, Manchester United, as well against Norwich last week, Manchester United are doing the job they've done forever. And it comes down to the things they play each other. Is it second to last game, third to last game of the season? So it may well just come to that game might be an FA Cup final, it will be a shootout. And can United go to the Etihad and get 3 points? Yes, of course they can. So
it's a very tough one to call, isn't it? And it's good to see a tight battle.
It is obviously. It's just those two now with Spurs falling back 10 points. It's just those two, so it's a plain shootout. So yeah, it's going to be a brilliant end to the season. Okay,
in Bolton, they're in a dogfight, as we've said over the last few weeks. They kind of had a couple of spells where they thought maybe they'll sneak out a bit, but they haven't done. They've lost their last 3 in the Premier League. Included a home game against Wigan. I don't know why we always use Wigan as the if you lose to them you're in a bad run, but that's a poor result, wasn't it? Home to Wigan to lose. But Owen Coyle isn't really been under pressure because obviously Mick McCarthy's gone, Steve Keane's probably constantly been under pressure, Alex McLeish at Villa even. Do you think that's rightly so? And obviously it's good to see some loyalty, but is it sort of relevant to their chances of staying up, the fact he hasn't been put under pressure?
Well, it's interesting actually. I mean, in the week I was obviously Bolton played Chelsea last weekend, and Gary Cahill was talking about Owen Coyle, and he said if there's one thing he deserves credit for, is the way he's come in and he tried to change the style. He's trying, very similar way to Andre Villa-Burst at Chelsea. He's come in and he's had to change the style and had to overhaul the squad, and he's in the middle of doing that job now. And he needs to obviously keep him in the Premier League this season, because that's crucial. And if you can, you can anticipate they might go up the league, they might sort of push on from here, but this is a real key moment for them in their development for the future.
Do you think they maybe overachieved slightly last season under him? Because they did do pretty well, didn't they? And that probably set standards very high for this year. So as long as they just get themselves out of it, then they'll be happy.
But they've been perennial overachievers, haven't they? I mean, under Allardyce, they were punched above their weight. Obviously, not the biggest budget, not the most glamorous club, but they've always been punched above their weight, and that's what Bolton's done. And they've come into this league a long time ago, and they've established themselves, and they won't want to lose that now.
Will they go down? Yes or no?
No, I don't think they will. I think they've just got a little bit too much class.
Okay, we'll go for prediction. Manchester City at home to Bolton. I think it's boring, but I think City will get the points here. I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory, so not quite as convincing, but yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, we saw against Bolton last week against Chelsea. When they come against the big boys, they couldn't really hack the pace, so to speak. So I'll go for a 2-0 Manchester City win.